Anaya won 75% of the games that she and her family played. Way to go, Anaya. If she won 18 games, how many total games did her family play? Well, Anaya won 75% of the games that they played. And Anaya won 18 games. So the 75% and the 18 games represent each other. They are a ratio. The part we don't know is out of how many games. Question asking here, how many total games did her family play? So I built a line diagram starting at 0% up to 100%. I do not know the total games, so I'm going to leave that open above 100%. But we do know that 75% of the games were won by Anaya. And 75% is about 3/4 of the line. It is between half and the whole 100%. So I drew it out, tried to draw it out appropriately there. And then I labeled it 75% of games played, Anaya won. Above that, I drew a Scoopy the same length. That represents the number of games. We were told she won 18 games, and that is the 75%. We're looking for the total. A great strategy is to write a statement to show how those numbers are related, and then write an equation from it that we can solve. The statement is 75% of what amount, meaning of some total, is 18. 75% is 18, but it's 75% of some amount. So if I look at my line diagram, the 75% of some amount, some total here, will give me the 18 games. We can use our percent as a multiplier, which is what we're going to do when we write our equation now. 75% would be written as 75 hundredths, 0.75. Of what amount? I don't know, but it's the total that we're going to multiply by, so I'm just going to call that x. And then 18 is what the value should be. 18 games that Anaya won to represent the 75%. Now I'm going to solve the equation. Whatever number of x's that we have, that's what we divide by on both sides. Our goal is to get x by itself, that we can get like a unit rate value for x. To do that, we divide by whatever the value is for how many x's we have. And in this case, we have 75 hundredths x, like not even whole x. It can be a decimal like that. But then you're going to divide both sides by that value. And we do that because it creates this as a giant 1. And then we have 1x. So dividing both sides by 75 hundredths leaves x alone on this side when we eliminate that giant 1. And on the other side of the equation, 18 divided by 0.75 gives us the total. We're really working backwards with our multiplier, dividing the part by the multiplier to get back to the total. 24 total games. So 24 is the number we're looking for right here. 24 total games out of 100, or represents 100%, not out of 100, represents 100%. And then because of that, 18 games represent 75%, or vice versa, these parts that we knew already from the story, but they helped us work backwards to get the total. 24 total games.